Let's review again the end of Parak Gimel. We were up to Mishnah Zayin, the seventh Mishnah. So again, we are third Parak, seventh Mishnah. This is a continuation of the tangent of the previous Mishnah, where we mentioned that there was an opinion that Peah is obligated from any amount of land. So we have some more Mishnayos here about things that apply to any amount of land. Mishnah Zayin. If someone gives away his property when he's ill, so then it depends. Shiur karka kolshu, if he maintains for himself any land, matnasa matana, then we say the fact that he kept some things indicates that he's having in mind the possibility that he might get better, and if he gets better, so he'll have this remaining property. Lo shiur karka kolshu, if he gives away everything, then ein matnasa matana. Then if he gets better, the present doesn't go through, because then it's clear he thought he was going to die, so he gave away everything. And since he didn't die, it was clearly it was only on condition that he died, that he wanted the present to go through. Therefore, it does not. Another similar idea: hakesiv nechasel laban, of someone who writes a will and splits up his property that should all go to his sons. The kesubah ishte karka kolshu, and he gives his wife some piece of land. Of the kesubah, that land is now considered like a replacement for her kesubah, and she'll get that land and not whatever it was written in her kesubah. Rabbi Eliezer, you don't even need that. Im kibla alev, she says she's okay with it. Even if he doesn't give her anything of the kesubah, so that really doesn't fit. Rabbi Eliezer is arguing in this parameter of any amount of karka. You don't require anything here. Just her agreement to how her husband is splitting up his estate. And Mishnah Ches, hakesiv nechasav la'avdei. If someone gives all of his property to his slave, yatsa ben chayrin, so then included in the property is the slave himself, so the slave goes free. If he's shiur karka kolshu, if he keeps some karka, lo yatsa ben chayrin, then the first Tana says the slave will not go free. Because since we find for certain halachas we compare slaves and land, maybe when I said I'm keeping some amount of land, I meant the eved, and if I don't give the eved himself, then he's not going to go free. Rabbi Shimon Omer, no, that's too far-fetched. If you give him all of your property, even if you keep all the land, he'd go free. Unless you say, all my property is given to this person except for 1/10,000th of them, even, meaning it has to be something unspecified. It can't be land. Just any unspecified portion of your property might be referring to the eved himself, and then the eved would not go free. Okay, that's the end of the third parak. Now the fourth parak begins with how do you give the pay. So the first Mishnah, hapeya nitna b'mechuber lekarka. Peah ideally is given, you leave it attached to the ground and don't harvest it, and the aniyim come and take it themselves. Bedelis ubedekel, if you have a grapevine that grows on a trellis, or you have a palm tree, then balabayis mayridu muchalik la'aniyim. Then having everybody climbing up to get it themselves is not safe, not such a good idea. So the owner of the field will pick it for them and put it down on the floor, and they'll split it.